Hey, this is Mike from the One Stop Co-op Shop showing you Chronicles of Crime 1400, which is the latest release in the Chronicles of Crime series, and in this case, the first part of a trilogy that travels through time. Quick disclaimer that I was sent a review copy of this game, and to keep spoilers to a minimum, I'm going to show you the tutorial for this game, and not delve into any of the full scenarios. A bonus is that I'll walk you through how to play the game if you haven't seen Chronicles of Crime before. And a quick note on this one, since it's mostly the same as the original Chronicles of Crime series, instead of doing a full new review, I'm just going to have my thoughts on the game at the end. So if you want to jump right to that, use the timestamps. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, listen to our podcast every week, join the discussion on our Discord, and consider supporting us through Patreon for some great perks. So first of all, a key thing of the Chronicles of Crime series is that you do need to use an app for it. I have an iPad here. It is for iOS. I think it's probably for Android, although I've never checked. And the app's going to walk you through setting up everything, but you do have this board that's going to hold your evidence. And something new to this version, I believe, is that you're going to have a spot for blue evidence that you haven't actually found yet, and then physical evidence you have on hand, which is red. You also have a spot on the board for characters you have not located yet, because once you find them, they go onto their specific location. And you've got 4 consistent helpers in this game, and you'll see the QR codes. You're going to scan that with your device. Yes, I know, it's a bit odd to scan QR codes in a game set in 1400, but roll with it. And these are all your family members. You've got a monk who's an expert on written materials, a merchant who's an expert on items, a spy who's an expert on people, and finally your trusty dog, which is new. You can show him a piece of evidence, and then he can lead you to a location or a person that's related to it. But the rest should be explained as the app takes us through it, so let's go ahead. Chronicles of Crime 1400 is a cooperative game where all the players work together to solve a crime. You play as Abelard Lavelle, a knight famous for unraveling the mysteries of medieval Paris. Okay, we'll skip through some of the stuff that tells you how to use the app. You're woken up by your dog, Percival, licking your face. Nice. Sunlight lances through the shutters of your bedroom window, and church bells ring out the terse hours. The terse hours? Huh, I don't know what that means. It looks like you overslept. You've had one of those strangely vivid dreams that have haunted you since early childhood. Luckily, this time there was no blood or violence, just a single scene, 3 people and a carriage. So it says here, each scenario, this is again new to 1400, begins with a prophetic dream represented by vision cards. So I've got number 1 here, and you'll notice it does not have a QR code, so you can't directly investigate your visions, but you can get clues from them. So we've got an older man, a younger girl holding something maybe important in a bag, and then someone who looks pretty happy with herself. Looks like maybe I don't know, a mean stepmother chasing away the rest of the family and taking control of the household. We'll find out more, I'm sure. The vision cards depict scenes from either the near future or the recent past, giving additional context that may help you solve the case. You barely have time to put on some clothes and eat breakfast when a messenger knocks at your door. "Sir Lavelle," says the boy after you let him in, "my master kindly asked for your help. If I understood correctly, it's about a ring, item 11, that has disappeared in mysterious circumstances." You know, of course, these are people speaking French, I would assume, but we'll just go with not that. So any card with the magnifying glass icon means it's an evidence type, and you'll see they're in number order. So I'm getting jewelry, and this is, in this case, representing the ring that is lost. And because I don't know where it is, unless I stole it, which I assume I didn't, then you're going to put it on your unknown space, which is blue. "My master also sends you this pouch of coins to cover any expenses," continues the messenger boy. And I'm sure the app will repeat this information in a moment, but obviously that's going on red, because I am literally holding the bag in my hand. "If you are willing to help my master, please visit him at his apartment near the Notre Dame Cathedral," says the boy, who then leaves. So that's a location I'm going to put out, which they'll probably tell you. Yep. And here it is, and just like the bottom of the board, you'll see there are spots for up to 4 characters to be here. And as the app says, if I want to travel to Notre Dame and find this guy, I got to use the QR code. And now you'll see I can start scanning stuff. That looks like a lovely close-up of my tablecloth. Or I can solve the case. Let's do that right now. No, that'd be too short of a playthrough. Let's actually try this. So we hold to scan it, and there we go. You arrive in an elegant apartment in a prestigious location near the Notre Dame Cathedral. An angry-looking nobleman, 27, opens the door and lets you in. He introduces himself as Cédric Allard. I don't know. My French pronunciation has never been good, and declares that he's the one who sent the messenger. And as you can probably guess, we find this hoity-toity character in the character deck and put him on the location. At the back of the room, you can see a well-dressed silent woman. "Oh, ha ha ha. Yes, look at that. I think I've seen you before." Yes, okay, I got it, tutorial, thank you. Okay, so now we can scan them to talk to them. So let's talk to Cedric. "Abelard, I'm glad you came. Your father told me about your talents. God knows I could use them right now." You are now in conversation mode with Cedric, and can ask him about people or objects by scanning their cards. You're only allowed to use cards that have been revealed to you already. And let's start, yes, I know, by asking about the ring. Thank you, app. Well, I guess that's only fair when you do a tutorial for a game you already know. The missing ring belonged to my great-grandfather, and it means a lot to me. I kept it in the jewelry box in my bedroom. No one was supposed to touch it. Ooh, or is that... Oh, she is wearing a ring. He might also be... Is that just some dust? But she definitely has a ring on her finger. But again, that's not a scannable object, so I can't, show him my vision from inside my head. Here's what happened. I was at my lodge for a few days hunting. Yesterday I returned and found out that our servant left with one of my rings. Huh, there we go. Ah, there she is, and of course the app's about to tell me to put her on the main board, because I don't know where she is. How? Why? I don't understand a damn thing about it. Do you, Abelard? Listen, Abelard, do your thing. Find this girl and the ring, but most of all, figure out what really happened here. Okay, so my mission has just been described to me. I need to establish why the servant and the ring disappeared and where they are now. These are the things you'll be asked about when you decide to finish the game. My wife and I, okay, now we know who she is, will help you with any questions. You can also search our living room where the servant kept her things. To search the room, ooh, we're going to get to the fun part. Well, I mean, all of it is fun. First, end the conversation by tapping the goodbye button and then tapping the search the scene button. You'll have 40 seconds to look at a virtual reality scene, although in this case I'll be swiping to move around with the iPad. Physically turn around or swipe, yeah, we got what it is. And then if you were playing with other players, you would describe what you see to them. And they would dig through here to find the proper card. So if I saw some food, I would grab the food card. With me playing solo, I'll just have to kind of handle both jobs myself. And you can do that over and over again, although it will use up time. You'll see a little timer up there in the corner as you search more. But first, let's ask Cedric about his servant. Denise has been our servant for 3 years, lazy like all of them, but very loyal. I can't imagine her stealing anything from me. A few days ago, I invited friends to my lodge. Okay, we know this. Denise went with us to cook. Then I sent her back home for some hunting equipment I forgot. She never returned to the lodge. My wife will tell you more. I could ask about his wife. I mean, I might as well, right? Don't want to miss some important information. That's my wife, Nicole. You should probably talk to her, too. Okay, that was not important. Alright, so let's say goodbye to him for now, because otherwise I'd just have to, ask him about his own coin purse. And let's actually look around the scene, because then we'll have more to ask both of them. So no point in talking to the wife until I have all the information. So I'm going to click search the scene, and we're going to go and say without glasses. Oh, and here we go. Oh, it's happening. Okay, so... Let's see, I guess we're... Oh, God. Okay, we got a bottle. And why are you trying to do spinning? Okay, we've got a book, a Bible, a bottle. Okay, clearly I got to check the settings because it's trying to go down as though the iPad is actually looking down. Okay, we got a trunk, so furniture, a bed. What's that? Looks like maybe clothing underneath the bed. Okay, and a fireplace with a poker. I don't see anything burned in there. Painting, or a photo. Well, no, not a photograph. Ooh, a crossbow. So a weapon. So bottle, Bible, weapon, maybe clothing, and furniture. All right, so for now we'll say no. So now we can look through and see what seems to fit what we saw. So I don't know if parchments and papers matches the Bible. Liquids and bottles. Let's go for bottles. I think that'll cover it. Furniture for sure. Ooh, ranged weapons. Yes. Paintings and drawings. Sure. There we go. Books. I guess bedding. Might as well see if there's anything in her bed. I think clothes were under the bed. Okay, so now what I do is I scan these one at a time, and it'll tell me if it's relevant and if I add it to the evidence board. So first for the bottle. Beautifully crafted bottle. The contents smell like perfume. Okay, and I've got that physically. You found your first clue. Put on the red area of the evidence board and search for more. Seems like a bit of an expensive thing for a servant to own. Okay, the bed. There's nothing unusual about the bed, but you notice there's a piece of cloth underneath. Okay, put cards 26 back, but I can scan 27. Well, that was nice of them. I was going to scan it anyway. Under the bed, you find a woman's dress. Okay. Great, you found 2 clues. Keep searching. There are 3 more. Well, that's nice of them to tell me in the tutorial. After you're done searching the scene, you can ask Cedric and Nicole about the objects you've found. You can also visit my family by going back to the home location. And I can use my dog Percival. Ooh, good. I can have him sniff her dress and stuff and get her scent. I like it. But all my actions take in-game time. Each scan takes 5 minutes, and traveling to a location takes 20. Yikes. You don't need to be fluent in Latin to recognize the book on the table is the Holy Bible. Okay, that's a 3 out of 5. Right, clearly the crossbow will be next. That's a type of crossbow used for hunting. Okay, 1 left. Let's try furniture first and see if anything's in that kind of chest that was there. There's nothing special about the table or the chairs. Near the bed, however, you notice a large wooden chest. Oh, was chest its own card? Okay, geez. Boxes and packages. Alright. A heavy wooden chest, like the ones used to store clothing and other belongings. It's empty. Alright, I think that is all of them. You found all the items visible at the scene. Now proceed with your investigation. Ask characters about the items and about the missing servant. Visit your family at home or use your dog's help. So just looking at what I found, the expensive perfume. First of all, it's weird that she left it. If she was like moving away, but then her box being completely empty kind of indicates that she was leaving forever. But she left clothes behind. Why'd she have a Bible? And why'd she have a crossbow in her room? I have no idea about that. So let's talk to the wife since we haven't talked to her at all yet, and then ask her about some of these things. How can I help with your investigation, Sir Lavelle? I'll ask her about the servant first. The worst part is that I really trusted her. I've never had any problems with her accompanying my husband while he's at the lodge, even though she's young and what some may find pretty. Sure. 2 days ago, Cedric sent her home from the lodge to bring him some hunting equipment. Oh, that must be the crossbow, okay. She arrived in the evening, so we decided she'd spend the night here and leave in the morning. When I woke up the next day, she was gone. She'd taken all her belongings and Cedric's ring, which she must have removed from his jewelry box. But she didn't take some of her clothes. So let's look at this again. She's like, bye-bye. Who's this dude? Who are you? Let's ask her about the jewelry, the ring. I'm surprised Cedric is so angry about this ring. Usually he doesn't care for jewelry, but I forgot this one is a family heirloom. Lord, I wish Denise had taken something else instead. That's a weird thing to say. Smell is nice, doesn't it? In the past, Cedric used to buy me perfume, but now hunting is his entire focus. This is a bottle I bought for myself. Didn't they say it was in the servant's room? How about her clothes? Why'd she leave them? Of course it's not mine. Can't you see it's a servant's dress? Denise must have left it. I guess it was kind of obvious. Let me ask about the empty box. Well, no, that seems like a waste. For now, I'm going to leave her and talk to the guy again. I'm going to ask him about his crossbow first. That's my favorite crossbow. When I went to my hunting lodge a few days ago, I forgot to pack it, idiot that I am, so I sent Denise back home to fetch it. She never returned with it. When I returned home yesterday, Nicole told me that Denise was gone and so was my ring. Okay, so nothing new there. Maybe ask him about the Bible? It belongs to my wife. I'm not very good at reading. I'll ask my monk brother, uncle about it later, I think. And then sure, one more. Let's ask about the box for now. Denise used to keep her things there. How did she manage to take it all without being noticed by Nicole? How indeed. All right, I think I want to have him sniff the dress. So I think I scan him first and then the dress. Let's try it out. Oh, whoops. I'm silly. I'm asking him about the dog. Your dog. Very nice beast indeed. I love hunting with hounds. There we go. Percival is a tracking dog. You may show him any item in your physical possession to check how he reacts. To do so, scan an item card while in conversation mode with Percival. Talking to a dog. If the object has a scent on it, the dog will lead you to a location where the person in question is or was present. Alternatively, Percival may point to the person in question if they're present at your current location. The dog won't react to a character card or a location. Alright. Scan the doggy. Percival barks and eagerly awaits for your command, and I figure the dresses will have the best scent on them. Percival sniffs at your dress and then runs off, his nose to the ground. You follow and arrive at a tenement house, K. Ooh, mysterious. Percival runs up a staircase and stops at the 3rd floor, barking at a closed door. You knock, and after a few long minutes, a frightened young woman opens it. She matches the description of the missing servant. Well, that was easy. You've managed to find Denise. Move her card to the K location board. Now you need to retrieve the ring and figure out what happened. Then you should go to your family home to close the case. Alright, well, let's talk to this lady. Who are you? What do you want? How did you find me? Alright, ring first. I didn't steal it. I would never do that. I can't tell you what happened. I promised. In any case, I don't have it anymore, so leave me alone. There has to be something about that guy. Let me ask her about the wife. I want to hear what her take is on her. She is the wife of Lord Lot. I used to work for them. It was a good position. How did I lose my job there? I can't tell you, sir. I promised, but it wasn't my fault. What are you talking about? Let's ask her about the crossbow and why she never showed up with it. 2 days ago, while I was with Lord Lot and his friends at his hunting lodge, he sent me home and to fetch the crossbow he forgot. But when I can't say anything. I promised. What? What if? Haha. Can I bribe her? She's probably poor, right? Let's use those coins the guy gave me. I've managed to get some money for now, but I need to find a new position soon. I'm trying to pay you, girl. Never mind. How about let's check the perfume. Again, I think it's weird that it was in her room. That's Lady Alot's perfume. It definitely wasn't a present from her husband. I should have known. Ooh, I've already told you too much. Oh, sometimes a character can't or won't tell you much, and you may feel like you've hit a dead end. When that happens, it's good to follow another lead. Have you asked your family members at home about all the items you found in the Alart department? Okay, bye for now. Let's do that. So I'm scanning my home to go there. I'm going to ask the monk about the Bible, and then the merchant maybe about the jewelry and the perfume, maybe the spy about the wife, see if she's having an affair. Oh, it's my beloved nephew. Many blessings in your search. How may a humble servant of the Lord use his books to help you? It's like literally his specialty. This is a beautifully made Bible. Look at these ornamental letters. Let's see. Oh, these few pages seem to be more worn than the others, and somebody has underlined a few passages from the Song of Songs. Quam pulcher? Okay, I definitely don't know Latin. We'll leave that to Liz Davidson. It's the part where a lover praises the beauty of his beloved woman and tells her how much he desires her. And look, somebody wrote your Pascal next to it on the margin. Ooh, who is Pascal? Love is certainly a beautiful thing, but that's no excuse for defacing the Holy Scripture. And I think that's it for him. Let's ask her next about the ring and the perfume. Welcome, little brother. Let me guess, you found yet another mysterious object and need my expertise? It smells nice. The bottle looks to have been crafted very skillfully, probably commissioned work. Look, the artist painted two heraldic figures, a griffin and a bird. They are facing each other, almost kissing. I believe that a similar griffin appears in Lady Alart's coat of arms, but who does the bird represent? Maybe you should ask our brother the spy. He's much more familiar with the heraldry of noble families. And it's probably about to tell us, but the stars are specific items that are like only for specific cases. And yes, indeed, special items put in the blue area, because I guess we haven't found a specific bird heraldry yet. But I do want to ask her about the ring first. And I realize it's probably going to be less useful since I don't have it physically. Based on what you're saying, the ring is quite valuable. As it bears neither an inscription nor the owner's coat of arms, it would be easy to sell without arousing any suspicions. Very interesting. Let's say goodbye to her. Now let's creep up on that spy, ask about the wife, ask about the bird, get this thing going. Hello, brother. You may draw upon my knowledge of Paris and the secrets kept by its people. He's a king spy. He knows everything about people of Paris. Okay. Let's do this right off the bat. A black raven on a yellow field is the coat of arms for the Corbeau family. Their lands are located near Avignon, but one of the family, Pascal Corbeau, has a house in Paris near the city outskirts. There we go. And he signed her Bible. Nasty. Oh, here we go. A little farm outside the city walls. Oh, and there we go. Looks like the lady likes some facial hair. All right, that was good. Let me ask about the wife now. She's the wife of Cedric Allard. She comes from the noble Callot family. Their coat of arms is a red griffin on a white field. Okay, nothing new. Let me ask about the servant, see if he's heard anything about her. Sorry, I can't help you. They say the king's spy knows every person in Paris, but that's obviously not true. Oh wait, I didn't actually ask for details about this guy yet. Let's do that. Pascal is the only Corbeau living in Paris. Using family money, he bought a mansion near the city outskirts, but never married. People say he enjoys a bachelor's life too much to ever settle down. I bet he does. Alright, and now we'll ask about him. Cedric is a friend of our father, but I've met him only a few times. Not a very social person. After many years of fighting the English, hunting is now his only passion. Well, that was the problem, I guess. Alright, goodbye, brother. Let's, before we go back to the girl and ask, let's go check out this other suitor. The residence is on the other side of the city, so you stop a passing carriage. The coachman, 3, agrees to drive you there for a few deniers. His face is strangely familiar. I bet it is. Oh, you're very, very pretty. Nice to meet you. Remember to refer to the vision cards from time to time during gameplay. It may help you a lot with your investigations. After 20 minutes, you arrive at an impressive house heralded by a large black raven on a yellow field painted above the main entrance. A doorman announces you, and after a while, Pascal Corbeau comes down to meet you. The coachman that drove you here is still on the other side of the street, allowing his horse to rest. I'm actually going to talk to the coachman first and ask about the girl and the wife and see what he knows.
What can I do for you, my lord?
Ask about the girl.
I remember driving this girl 2 days ago, my lord. She had just left her position with the Allart, or maybe she was forced to leave. I didn't ask. Lady Allart wanted me to drive her to the countryside. As we drove away, the girl told me she couldn't imagine living outside Paris and needed to rent a room in the city. She then asked me where she could sell some jewelry, so I told her about old Turgis, 21, and drove her to his shop. Beautiful. Thank you so much. You are very helpful. Here's the jewelry dealer in the Market District. We'll head over there soonish and find the ring, I hope. Now, let me ask what the wife told him, because I'm assuming she might have paid. Ooh, Lady Allart sometimes hires me to drive her around the city or carry packages to her home. He is her little go-between. All right. Talk to Corbeau over here. What brings a noble knight and his canine companion to my house? Let's ask about her, although I guess he probably won't tell us much. I meet Lady Allart from time to time at church or during social gatherings. A charming woman, but why do you ask me about her? Perhaps because of this specially commissioned bottle of perfume? Well, this is just a bottle of perfume. Anyone can decorate their bottle in any manner they wish. What do you actually want from me, Sir Lavelle? I grow tired of you and your inquiries. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm here. He's not going to tell me anything. Let's head out from him. And let's go to the market and try to actually find the ring and just kind of fill in the pieces of the puzzle here. The merchant's shop is brimming with all kinds of goods. Silverware is displayed on shelves next to dusty books and stuffed animals that have been tossed atop boxes full of jewelry and amulets. The owner greets you with a happy smile. Let's talk to him. How can I help you? I have everything a noble knight may need. No doubt we can find something for the dog, too. How about a ring, sir? Yes, I have a ring exactly like the one you're describing, but I'm not going to give it to you for free.
Sometimes while in conversation mode, you need to scan a specific card to get the desired reaction from a character. In this situation, Simon Turtis obviously wants money for the ring, so offer him the coins you got from Cedric Alar. I mean, yes, I was going to do that anyway, but thank you for telling me. So you want to pay me this money for the ring? Okay, yes. Here you are. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Okay, move the jewelry card from the blue area on the evidence board to the red area as you now possess the ring. You should also move the coins card from the red area to the blue area as you don't have the money anymore. Congratulations, you managed to find Denise and get the ring back. If you also believe you know why they both went missing, go to your family home and close the case. I do want to go talk to her a little bit more. So, the wife was surprised that the husband cared about the ring, which means I think she probably paid Denise it. But why did she want Denise to go away? See, that's the part I'm missing. Why did she care? I mean, especially if the young, pretty girl was distracting the husband, that would make her happy, right? In her own affair. So let me go talk to Denise again and ask her a bit more. Remember that in Chronicles of Crime, you don't always need to have irrefutable proof or make the perpetrator admit their guilt. Usually a few clues and some logical reasoning are enough. That's true. We don't have innocent until proven guilty or all that stuff, do we? All right, so let's say, let me ask about her. Maybe he'll fill in some of the gaps for her. Yes, she was here. We made a deal. I won't tell you anything more. A good merchant should be discreet. All right, well, forget you then. Okay, let's go back to her place. Okay, now let's show her the ring now that we have it. Maybe that'll get a different reaction. Yes, I sold it to a merchant. I needed money to rent a room here until I find a new job, but I didn't steal it. Lady Allard gave it to me in exchange for my silence. Oh, she must have, of course. She unexpectedly was sent back to get the crossbow. She caught them in a love tryst, and she had to be paid and then sent away. And silent I will remain. Forgive me, but I promise I wouldn't tell anyone about what I saw the evening I went back for the crossbow. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and solve the case, because this, I think, is pretty clear. Goodbye. All right, so here we go. You enter your family mansion, proud of yourself for the progress you've made. You found both the ring and the servant. All you have to do now is gather your family around the table and tell them what happened. Okay, if you're ready to finish the scenario, tap the Solve the Case button. Here we go. We'll be asked a series of questions. Solve the case. Boom. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, who took the ring from Cedric's jewelry box? So in this case, the wife did. And by the way, I kind of hate these questions sometimes because you could have said the girl did, but, you know, it's like a little bit of a... I mean, not semantics, really, but it's okay. So we'll say the wife. Where is Denise now? We know that in the tenement. Who did Denise unexpectedly see when she came for the crossbow? Her lover. Good job, Sir Lavelle. You not only solved the mystery of the missing ring, but you also managed to get it back. You've also learned about the affair between Nicole Allard and Pascal Corbeau. Sinners everywhere. Oh, there we go. That was it. So just a brief little thing there, but that was fun. You've finished the tutorial scenario. You can choose to replay it by going to the main menu or have the whole case explained by tapping the solution button. I mean, I think I got it, right? Now you're ready for a full challenge, the full-length scenarios of Chronicles of Crime 1400. Looks like I barely got a few points off for being slow, but I got more than enough, so 5 stars. Let's hear the solution explained. Cedric Allard wasn't a very caring husband and spent most of his time away from home hunting. That somewhat explains why his wife Nicole began having an affair with Pascal Corbeau. One evening, when Cedric was at his hunting lodge, the lovers were caught in an act by Denise when she unexpectedly returned home for a crossbow. Nicole decided that a servant who knew their secret posed too much risk and told her to leave Paris. I'm glad they didn't kill her. To help Denise make a new start, Nicole gave her Cedric's ring and later blamed her for its disappearance. Denise, however, didn't want to leave Paris, so she sold the ring to Simon Turgis and used the money to rent a room in a tenement house. All right, cool. So there you go. That was Chronicles of Crime 1400. Lots of fun there. And again, if you'd like to hear my mini review on how 1400 compares to the rest of the Chronicles of Crime series, just stay tuned. So overall, what did I think about Chronicles of Crime 1400? I enjoyed it, but I enjoy Chronicles of Crime overall, and it's not that big of a change from the regular system. Now, some positives did stand out to me here. I really like the theme change. I haven't really done mysteries in this kind of older setting. I also love the inclusion of the dog and being able to sniff out criminals. That's just a ton of fun. And I really like the premonition cards that start each case, because one of my complaints about Chronicles of Crime is that I sometimes didn't know when I'd solved everything, and then I would go to solve the case and I would realize, oh my god, I don't know anything. So having these kind of vague cards that give me little tips about what I should be looking out for, and seeing that, oh, I haven't figured out what number 3 stands for yet, and showing me I have more to do, I thought it was nice. It's almost like a very minor thematic hint system. Now on the negative side, the main stuff you might not like about Chronicles of Crime has not changed. It is still heavily reliant on the app, where you really spend more time looking at the screen than you do at the components in the game, and that is gonna bother some players. But I only have 2 minor complaints for this set specifically. First of all, because the premonition cards are all used in the cases, that means that if they wanted to add more cases in this setting with these materials, they couldn't have those premonitions anymore, and I really liked them. Now, that's just the nature of the beast, but still, it's kind of a bummer. And the other small complaint is, unlike some previous Chronicles of Crime cases, all of these are one-offs. They aren't related to each other, and they even use the same characters in different roles, which can be a little off-putting. Not a major thing, but if you're looking for kind of a detective-style like campaign, you're not going to get it here. But thanks to the unique theme, the dogs, and those little hints from the premonition cards, this is my favorite Chronicles of Crime release to date, and I can't wait to see more. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.